Hi folks, this is Frank Willis again. I want to continue something we had already started with interstitial cystitis. The more we've researched this, the more we realize just how bad this really is for so many women. And our story goes something like this. My wife Ruth had personal experience with interstitial cystitis, helped greatly by aloe vera and quercetin and our Kangen water. She had experienced more than 40 years of pain and functional difficulties. 40 years! Alleviated somewhat by painful treatments by her urologist before she found published information by Dr. Susan Lark. Ruthie, since she's gone through this now and worked with it, she's not had a bad bladder infection in over 2 years. When she feels one coming on from eating sweets late in the day maybe, she takes more aloe vera and quercetin and drinks more of our Kangen water. Now I'm going to let her tell you her story. She's a little camera shy, so she'll just tell you about her story. Go ahead, Ruthie, baby.
About 40 years ago, a urologist treated me by cauterizing the inside of my bladder to remove pus pockets. It was very painful, about like childbirth. That worked for quite a while, but then it started coming back and the doctors gave me more antibiotics for relief for a little while, but it always came back again. Then 18 years ago, I found a urologist that knew about interstitial cystitis and diagnosed me with those problems. He began installation treatments every other week for 3 months of a solution of garlic and VMSO within the bladder. This was repeated periodically as needed for about 12 years until they put me on an antibiotic, Almiron, 3 times a day for several years until I learned about aloe vera and quercetin. I then began using our Kangen water and have had no infections in more than 2 years. My urologist told me that all of his women should drink the Kangen water so that they wouldn't be in as much pain, and he repeated it the last time I saw him. I only take 1 Almiron a day now with the Kangen water.
Would you take that Almiron, Ruthie, if you had the courage to get away from it? Do you think you really need it?
I don't think I do, but I remember how that pain was. And as long as I can, I will take the 1 pill a day, along with the aloe vera.
And from what you've described to me, I don't blame you one bit, baby. Not one bit. I want to give you a few testimonies, a couple of testimonies that have to do with just the aloe vera. And they come from the company that supplies the aloe vera that we'll talk about at the end. The one is from a lady in North Carolina who says, I just wanted to let you know how impressed I am with your product. I have IC and believe my daughter Ellen has it too. She started on your aloe back in October, and now she's doing super. The teachers at her school were sharing their concerns about Ellen's restroom frequency, and now they report to me that Ellen no longer has an issue. My prayers have been answered with your product. I was so upset when Ellen started exhibiting IC symptoms. I really wanted to pursue a natural remedy for her and felt so fortunate to discover your aloe. Because of Ellen's success, I started taking it too. I've noticed some symptom improvement also, and I have only been taking it since the beginning of the month. Thanks for making such a wonderful product. It's so great to see that my daughter is not suffering with IC and is having a happy, normal life. Came from a lady by the name of Melanie D. in North Carolina. Another one that wrote in said, I have to admit that when I read testimonies about a product, I can't help but think they are just a marketing tool used to help people sell their product. I've had a lot of problems with my bladder since having radiation in my pelvic area. My urologist has tried everything she knows of to help my painful symptoms. I decided to try your product since I do use natural supplements daily. I was pleasantly surprised. After 1 week of using the Desert Harvest aloe vera capsules, I didn't feel pain in my stomach and bladder. I actually feel normal again. I also changed my diet to include more low-acid foods. Folks, I'm going to quit for now right there and let you know that that in my opinion the products from Desert Harvest are just dynamic and will help tons of women if we can get this message to enough of you to help you with this horrible problem of the interstitial cystitis. I can't imagine continuing on when you can find something that will alleviate that problem and go through the pain that it creates. This is Frank Willis. We'll sign off for now. God bless you.